Hello and welcome everybody to a modern stream. Today what I'm going to be trying to do is we're going to try to do some brewing. And when we went over the spoilers from the cards and we analyzed them for modern in my podcast, Mishra's Bubble, we talked about Hidetsugu Consumes All, and we thought that this card was potentially very, very good. Funnily enough, I have this thing here so you can see the card, but it doesn't show it particularly large. Here's a little bit better. So it's a saga. For 3 mana you get to destroy each non-permanent with mana value 1 or less. The second clause is you exile all graveyards, and then on the third clause it becomes a 3/3 trample with some the third clause is whatever, but the first and second clause are kind of insane. Particularly because the first one, it blows up everything from Hammer, literally everything. And the second one, it gets rid of all their stuff so they can't get it back with Lurrus. So this card just single-handedly just shows up and Hammer loses the game straight up. Something similar happens when you put Death Shadow in the mix. Exactly the same deal. It blows everything up on the same one and it exiles everything on the second clause. So all of a sudden, this card does a lot against literally the two best decks in the format, yet nobody's playing it because there's not really any good shell for it. So I thought of a couple of ideas. The first one was a straight black and red shell, but the cards there were kind of not really good. I mean, they were good, but a bunch of the cards that make black and red very good are cards that use the graveyard, so it doesn't really combo with the second clause, namely Croxa, for example. Also, if you're playing black and red, why aren't you just playing Lurrus? Yeah, you're probably just better off playing Lurrus. So because of that, it just doesn't really fit there. But I thought, what if we could, not only add some blue for counter spells and stuff, but also even after you flip this, even after it becomes a 3/3, you can blink it with Yorion and you can get the effect again. So I thought that was an interesting concept, and we're going to be exploring it today in this stream. We do have access to... I'm trying to build the deck entirely ignoring the graveyard, so you'll see that I'm not playing any Drown the Logs and I'm not playing any stuff like that. The only thing is just Snapcaster Mage seemed a little bit too good against this stuff that Hidetsugu is not good against in order to not play any copies. And I could be playing this in the sideboard, but do I really want to play Snapcasters in the sideboard? It's kind of... I don't think it's particularly great. So Snapcaster and Colonel's Command are literally the only two cards in the deck that had some sort of synergy with the graveyard, so it doesn't really clash with my Hidetsugus. Everything else is just pretty solid at face value. And we have a bunch of, card advantage cards and control cards, Archmage's Charm, Force of Negation as ways to counter, stuff. And then against the smaller creatures, we have pushes, lightning bolts, terminates, removal. Murktide also seemed like it could potentially be an issue. So we have access to a couple of copies of Terminate. Actually, I just realized that this actually gets rid of Murktide or makes it harder to cast. So even more, of a selling point for Hidetsugu. I hadn't even thought about Murktide when I built the deck. That's really funny. So we actually have a lot of powerful things here. So that's why I wonder, nobody's really doing this. Well, Ragavan doesn't combo with your, sweeper that kills 1-drops. So, I'm trying to build the entire deck around this card. So all of those cards, graveyard cards and 1-drops, don't really work with what I'm trying to do in this shell. What does work with it are, Spreading Seas to get value with Yorion. Snapcaster Mages is the only iffy thing, but everything else, your Dress Downs, your Expressive Radiations, your Furies, your Jace the Mind Sculptor, Shark Typhoons, all of these cards kind of work alongside the Hidetsugu plan. So that's what we're trying to do here. The mana base, I kind of just threw it together. The only thing is I wanted some Cascade Bluffs so I could cast Counterspell and Iteration off of a Blood Crypt. That was the only thing that I wanted to add to the mix. But everything else is just 1 mountain, 1 swamp, and then, I don't know where the swamp is, over here. 1 swamp, and then all cards that just cast Archmage's Charm. That's how I build the mana base, basically. So that's what we're trying to do with the main deck. The sideboard includes Thoughtseizes and Thorax. I imagine these are going to be pretty solid against the blue-whites of the world. Thoughtseize is same thing. The only thing that I was kind of worried about is like this deck is lacking a little bit on the answers to the Fairy Time Raveler department. So I did consider something like the Smother, the 3-mana, the 2-mana Smother that destroys a creature, planeswalker with CMC3. I can't remember the name. That card just seemed just not good. So instead of that, I'm going with Terminates instead. But maybe that's something that I'm keeping an eye out for. Like I'm trying to keep an eye out for cards that can actually answer and onboard the Fairy, which I don't really have that many. Like obviously I can bolt it, but like that's not really where I want to be. So Thoughtseizes and Thorax are kind of my way of answering Teferi in post-board games against control and stuff like that. Nihil Spellbomb against Graveyard X, even though, you know, we already have Hidetsugu for that, so it's pretty nice to have some extra redundancy against, you know, the Upsol spells and stuff like that. Dispute against blue decks and combo decks. Force of Negation against combo decks as well. And the fourth copy of Hidetsugu in the sideboard for we can pair it against Hammer or something like Death Shadow or whatnot. So that's the deck that we're going to be looking at today. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but that's what brewing is about, I guess, right? So if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you for round number 1. Masterfully chose to get paired against the Lurrus deck for round 1. The plan is in full effect. I'll give this hand. We have a Bolt for an early Monkey. And we can actually cast the Bolt on turn 1, which is, we don't have that many turn 1 red sources, so drawing one of them is good. Too bad that we drew the Blood Crypt. Whoa. Mill? Ugh. I imagine Mill is a heinous matchup for us, right? Kill that. Man, out of all the Lurrus deck to get paired against, I get paired against Mill. God damn it. Oh, I can beat this. I can beat the turn 2 Visions of Beyond, draw a card. Yes, I can also beat no second land drop. Alright, alright, alright. Yes, yes. Alright, I mean, it's free to shock, so I think I just play this. I'm not sure if I cycle in the Shark Typhoon. I think I want to wait till next turn, I guess, to cycle Shark. Do I think anything needs to be banned? Lurrus. I think Lurrus needs to be banned. Yeah, I'm just not going to cycle the Shark here. I can cycle and get a 1-1 next turn. Seems better, if not by that much. Like, I'm obviously going to cycle here, because I need to hit my land drop. And then next turn we can play Jace, and I think I start plussing. I need to be banned in all formats. Can't argue against that. I'm too OP. Fractured Sanity Cycle. Okay. I could have used some of those lands. Surprise, I'm just on 31 lands. Well, I think 31 is like the equivalent of a 23 in a 60 card deck, or close to that, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken on that. I was looking to go 32, but I didn't know what else to cut. I think I'm just slamming this Jace, right? Just slamming this Jace and going upstairs. And I'm gonna win through Jace to Mind Sculptor. Field of Ruin. Okay. So there's a Field of Ruin and I want to send it to the bottom because I don't want to get my opponent land drops. Damn it. I guess they're hitting land drops anyway. DNT24 with the Prime sub coming back for 23 months. Thank you so much, DNT. Yep. There's a hideous laughter. 18 lands. 18 cards, sorry, not lands. Don't play Magic right now, but still rooting for you. Keep up the good work. Thank you for using the Prime sub here, DNT. I appreciate the continued support. Let's iteration here. Looking for counter magic. Yikes. What are we doing here? Blackwood Rock again when actually soon probably. Yeah, we can seize the field, but then I'm not holding up Charm and I'm giving my opponent the mana for Fracture Sanity. I mean, I'm definitely beaning the Hidetsugu. Like, this doesn't do anything. I guess it's a 3/3. That's just so bad. No, yeah, I'm not doing that. So let's just, I guess we're gonna draw this, bottom that, exile this. That's so bad. And I think I'm gonna plus on myself. Because if I find counter magic, I'm gonna want to give it, wait. Where is it? Fatal Push? Yeah, we're gonna send that to the bottom. Seize your field. Leave you with some archive traps stranded in hand, hopefully. Also, our mountain got exiled, so my opponent could have gotten me off of red mana. Kind of sucks. Like, if I'm playing around archive trap, I'm just not gonna play this out. Let's play that and say it go. Is holding up Charm so bad? Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm gonna have to hold up Charm for a long time. It's a crab. Let's see, Crabberoni. Push my shark resolves. Soul Guide Lantern also resolves. So I'm gonna shock and make them discard, I think. I think that's the play. Another land I don't want to crack. So this card, shock. Chad wants this J-Salt. Yeah, I'm working. I'm working towards that. I'm working towards that. Thank you, Stabs, for the cheers. Appreciate it. The problem is, if I hardcast Fury, I'm enabling the cards that I don't want my opponent to do anything with, right? Drown in the Lock. I think they can have that. I think Drown is fine. There's an argument for putting Euron in hand there. I don't think I want to. Because Drown doesn't mill. And it's not a land either. We're going for that J-Salt. I think opponent moved to 6. Yeah, they moved to 6 and kept a 1-lander. I mean, I'm gonna play the lands, but I'm definitely not gonna draw 2 here. Ruin Crab. Yeah, you may draw that. No. I think I put Urine in hand here. I'm not really using the mana for anything else, so I might as well. They draw a Crab. First game and we're ultimating Jace already. First game with the deck and we're already ultimating Jace. You love to see it. We know every card that they've drawn, and they had a Crab and didn't have a land before, so they shouldn't have a land here either. I'm just gonna bolt now. I'm gonna drown this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can hardcast Fury plus counter the thing if I want to. It's probably worth it. Steal the Crab? No, we're not gonna steal the Crab. Like, this has to counter something, right? There's a Swamp. And I'm not gonna put that on the bottom. So I'm gonna play a fetch land. What? I think I have red sources, right? There's no way I don't have red sources. I know there's no mountain, but I think I have other stuff. So I'm just gonna Fury this. And then Charm if they have the thing. Well, we actually have only 1 red source left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill that. We know they're drawing a Swamp. I mean, I guess I don't even counter a mill 13, right? They don't even have it. Yeah, that's probably game, right? They already used the drown. I'm gonna Jace ult on them. Drown my Fury. You got it, Chief. That takes 1 turn. That's 2 turns off the clock. I guess that replaces itself. Never mind. I don't like this line I made school before the Chase sold. Ultimate you. Is this good? Everything is going just as planned. Yes! Let's see if they have any spice. Let's see if they have any spice. Crypt Incursion. 4 Tashas. They do have Archive Straps. Yeah, no spice. Just some boring mill deck. Did you know that here at Scenario Better Times against the Premium? Oh yeah. That was something else. That was something else. Hidetsugu sucks. Damnation sucks. Jace good. Terminate. Bad. Dress down. Bad. All the other cards are good? Okay, so I just need to add 5 cards. Did you see the post on Twitter? Stabs? Because that's what 406 is referencing. Is this a Donald deck? No, it's my brew. Do I want Turak? I'd rather have pushes than Turak, I think. Maybe 1 Turak. Seems fine. Might just play this at the 1K. I mean, I'm assuming that we have a solid Shadow matchup and we have a solid Hammer matchup. That's why I put the deck together. This hand looks fine. Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. Opponent kept 7. Crab? Got some crabberonis over there? They do. Oh, no. Alright. Well, I like this. I like where this is going. If they play a crab, oddly enough, I think I have to dispute it. Which means I may get archive trapped. But I don't have an immediate answer to the crab, and I like this may mill me for more than 13. Maybe not, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should just hold a dispute for that. They just don't have the trap. Just never ever have the trap. Sweet. So I'm gonna fetch right now for a watery grave. And I could seize this Field of Ruin. Is that something I'm interested in, or hold up counterspell? So the only reason I don't want to seize here is because we have 69 cards in the deck, and if I draw, then I'm gonna draw a card, and I don't want to. Okay, let's do it. I think I actually it's better for me to do this right now, because my opponent can get me off red. What is this? What are we doing here? Okay, so that's a Hideous Laughter. Male 14. Okay, that could have been worse. Shark Typhoon, yeah! Let's go, Shark. This is what they exile? That's fine. That's fine. Could have been worse. Let's go. Just gonna fetch right now while I know that they don't have the thing. And I want another red source to make sure that my opponent can't cut me off of his iteration. Lurrus only counts permanents because this card is stupid. Funny enough, like Kiruga counts everything, but for whatever reason, Lurrus only counts permanents. So let's just make the more fair card, let's just make it even more unplayable, and the more busted one, let's make sure that it remains busted so we can, you know, break the format. Do you think they're very sexy companion that's like Urine, but for 69 cards in the deck so you can play sexy cards like Stupid Sexy Triad? Yeah, it has like a sexy card requirement. I think that would be fair. Cycle Shark. Not the best Cycle Shark I've ever seen, but it's kind of whatever. Like, I have to use my mana here. Mono Sexy. Sexy Tribal. You gonna mail me? Go nuts. So this turn I'm gonna iterate. What do you got, opponents? What do you got, opponents? What color would the Sexy Tribal deck be, though? It has to be green, because the Dryad has to be there. Iteration. Good thing I didn't play a counterspell into that, huh? They are getting some value, though. This is a mill 4, right? It was a mill 4, which is funny. Let's play the island. Swing for 1 and say go. Where are my snapcasters? Where are my snapcasters so I can present some beatdown? Secret lair sexy? Is that the next secret lair? Secret lair sexy. Blow up my land. Okay. Go get a swamp. You got me. So now I can just play these Castle of Interest. Archive Trap. I mean, I'm gonna attempt to counter it. If you have the counter, you're gonna get me, but... Another field. Tasha's. My opponent's just playing Ponsa over there. Need black for Lily of the Veil. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Force of Negation is very nice. So I think we're gonna start Castle Ventressing. Look at my perfect mana. Red for Earthbind. All 4 fields. All 4 fields, dude. That's really funny. I mean, I'm gonna shock and make them discard. Like, this K command is not doing anything better than that, so... What site is this? Twitch? Bye-bye, Castle. Oh, what am I playing Magic Online? This is Magic the Gathering Online. MTGO. My opponent's really flooded over there. Archmage's Charm. I mean, we're just gonna throw a 4/5 at their face over and over and over again. They didn't put Lurrus in hand, which is weird. I'm at 8 from fetch shocking. I'm at 8. That's pretty funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna draw 2 on end step, I think, unless I'm countering something here. Fracture Sanity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're just gonna force. Because if I draw a land, I can Yorion plus hold up counterspell. They didn't have a counter when they played the Archive Trap, so I think that they don't have a counter now. I'm surprised they wouldn't cycle. Cycle seems kind of like a better play there. Shadow of the Top. Explosives for 0. All right. You've got me. Why is this card in their deck? Like, in case I hard-casted Shark or something? I don't know, man. Doesn't feel like that's it. Maybe I should have Hold up, black. They tap the field, fortunately for me, so I just get to target it again. Boop. Draw a card. And what do you get? Oh, why didn't I leave Watery Grave on top? That was stupid. Whatever. Acá andamos. Todo bien. No soy ruso igual. Polaco, si querés. Visions of Beyond. My opponent is all about just casting Ancestrals to draw one card. Nothing against Imp, but it always surprised me how often I see people in chat asking about MTG. Maybe some are just memeing. I don't know. No, I think that people legit don't know about Magic online. Why would they play the... Oh, they wanted to shock to blow this up, but they didn't crack it on instep. I am very confused by my opponent's plays. Also, this is like by itself a 3-turn clock anyway, so... Like by shocking, they made it so my urine is guaranteed to be a 3-turn clock as opposed to it being a 4-turn clock, which is weird. Just trying to find a place I can play Magic with a friend that is MTGA because it's awkward. Well, MTGA sucks, but MTGA costs money. Like you make money by playing it though, so that's the trade-off. If you win more than you lose, it's actually fairly easy to straight up make money off of playing Magic online. I know I could push this, but then my opponent gets back their crab, and I have to deal with that. I just rather just get a clean counterspell here, just move on with my life. The other day I had a vintage cube draft with 2 bills, 1 companion urine and 1 companion Lurrus. That's really funny. 1-2, but it was great. Just sideboard into the other companion. That's hilarious. So you have to play to duel, or is it just pay for... No, you pay for the card. It's basically just like paper. Like you have to buy the cards, or you can pay for a rental service, and then like for example Mana Traders. You can pay for a rental service, and then you get the cards. They lend the cards to you, and you have like different subscription levels, and you can rent up to that much in terms of it. But then you do have like if you want to play with a friend, you can just play for free. But if you want to play tournaments like I'm doing right now, I'm playing against a random person in a quote-unquote tournament, and we beat the random person in the quote-unquote tournament, and we are currently 1-0. See you for the next round. All right, here we go, round number 2. Potentially playing against AmuLIT. This hand, I guess, is sort of okay against AmuLIT. We are indeed playing against AmuLIT. So I'm going to hold on to this dress down for dear life. If Andy goes turn to Dryad, I get to push it, which is nice. Seems like it's going to be an Explorer. If Andy goes for lethal next turn, do I try to get him? Let's say like he has double AmuLIT. Let's say he has double AmuLIT. Next turn he goes for Titan. Do I dress down in response to the Titan? Or do I let him go for the haste? And then, after he doesn't have double green to pay for Pact, I dress down the Titan so he dies to his own Pact. It's sort of interesting. It seems like he's just... I don't know, man. Like, maybe we can get... well, I guess now we can't, because he does have a double source, so now it's not so interesting anymore now. That was a funny thought, though. That was a funny thought. Can't counter that. So now he actually can pay for Pact, so... let's see what he bounces. Maybe he bounces the bounce land? There's no way he bounces the bounce land. He's gonna play around... yeah. Okay, so I have to dress down now. He says no skill card. That's funny. Terminate. So he pacted last turn. So I think I'm just gonna... we're just gonna Wrath here. Just gonna Damnation here. He has to pay for a pack this turn. And then we can hold up Counterspell next turn. I mean, I would have won if I had found Spreading Seas. Is this a Dryad? Explore. Okay. I mean, if he has Titan, he can cast it here. Oh, that's not Titan mana. Hidetsugu. Hey! Bonk! Pew! Pew! Got him! Just Jace Brainstorm here. Yikes. Okay, here we go. Sergio with the Prime sub, 30 months supporting the Prime 10 Stronghold. Thank you so much, Sergio. One hacker who stole my Prime subscription stops my 32-month streak, but I'm here again in the Primeval School. Thank you so much, Sergio. So sorry about that. That sucks. Getting hacked is some big BS. What does it? Let's stop and read the other side of Hidetsugu, because it's about to happen. Trample. When it deals damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it deals damage to a player, if it has dealt 10 or more damage to that player this turn, they lose the game. Well, that seems unattainable. Can I double strike Hidetsugu? Can I just double strike this bad boy? Is that the plan here? Playing substance is coming different, so I bought what I was missing. I imagine, Professor, then that you use the TCG player, right? Prime time. Counter it. He's seen enough. Dude, Hidetsugu coming in clutch. That was kind of sick. Shout out to Hidetsugu, my pal. My pal Hidetsugu. So these cards seem okay. As sick as Hidetsugu was there, I think it's probably not amazing overall. Fury's pretty medium. Probably 2 copies of Damnation are okay. And this is the question, like, do I want Fury or do I want Hidetsugu? I guess I'd rather have... Maybe Force of Negation is just fine on the draw. And I just straight up cut the Furies. This kills Dryad, but so does Push. Push kills Dryad, Dress Down is fantastic. Spreading Seas is pretty solid. Terminate, Torak. I think this is good. Let's see what happens. Not super high on Shark. Shark is the only card I'm a little bit iffy on. Thank you, Professor. Yeah. This hand's just too slow, right? Much better. Much better. Keep this. And what are we sending? Am I sending... Am I going like ultra green and just bottom the swamp? There's no way, right? There's no way I can just bottom the swamp, right? Oh shit, I misclicked. Well, it's fine. We'll figure it out. No, I'm planning on CCing on turn 2. Bojukabog. Imagine bottoming Spreading Seas, chat. Come on. You're better than this, chat. You are better than this. Imagine bottoming Spreading Seas. Oh, hello there. Oops. It's kind of awkward. Yep, prime time's gone. And I don't have to shock here. Let's just say go. Explore. It's pretty good. That's a really good draw right there. That's a really good draw. Force of Negation. Ugh. Where's my swamp, chat? Where's my swamp? I mean, to be fair, we couldn't cast Archmage's Charm anyway. I'm gonna transmit for Cavern. Yikes. Land. K command. Let's let this resolve. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna let the Titan resolve, because this time walks them, right? This dress down card is a hell of a drug. Now we Wrath? So he has to pay for Pact. So I think we're Wrath. We Damnation this turn. Kill the Titan. He pays for Pact. Next turn I untap and I K command. And I J, sorry. And I think I Jace Brainstorm and hold up Force. He doesn't play the castle? Oh, he's saving it for Cake Man. That makes sense. I mean, I think I'm just going for it. Now that I drew Iteration, no, but I need to get something going, I think. And if he naturally drew a Titan, like we're still in the same spot. Those suck. So top, I guess it just doesn't matter. Play this, tap, say go. And we just have to hope that they didn't draw a natural Titan. Yep. It's pretty good. It's a lot of mana. It's a lot of cards. That's a lot. Woo! Let's go. Just casual 5 spells in hand here. Well, things just got a little bit tough. Things just got a little bit tough. I'm gonna iterate first because it digs me deeper. So draw that, bottom, exile. Looking for terminate. That doesn't do anything. We're just dead, right? Drawing the lock. Dress down, sorry, would have been good here. Yeah, that's good enough. So this is... Usually I'm the one playing the Cavern of Souls card, right? So this is how it feels like from the other side. Huh. It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. I don't like how this feels from this side. Keep. What's up, House? How you doing, man? Turn 1 Amulet. This is going to be awkward, but I'm going to iteration this turn. Speaking of awkward, huh? Because I'm going to be holding up Counterspell next turn. Back from class watching this nerd get ranged by the good guys, yeah. Feels Titan, man. Alright, I can work with this. Look, I'm not proud of it. Okay, he says. You gotta do what you gotta do. I guess he just kept a low lander. Am I spending this turn to put Urine in hand? Not really. It's not really doing anything. Oof. Fetch. Another black source. go to discard. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with what's going on here. Let's go land. Maybe I should have played a fetch there. But like, I don't want to play Thoughtseize or a Torak while my opponent is already doing that for me, right? They're already discarding to hand size. Second AmuLIT. Second AmuLIT. I think this is fine. I have a bunch of answers to that. How come I don't play Torak? My opponent is discarding to hand size. Why would I play Torak when my opponent is discarding to hand size? Endurance. Okay. Double push clears this out very cleanly. Also, I want a Torak on the turn where I can hold up counterspell. I'm definitely keeping the iteration. I think I also keep the Thoughtseize. Do I keep the Thoughtseize? This turn I'm gonna fetch for a swamp, push, Thoughtseize. And then next turn I'm gonna Torak, so I guess I don't want the other Thoughtseize. Yeah, we were punished for the island, that's for sure. So I think I want to lead on Thoughtseize here. Iteration. I guess we can iteration this turn, actually. Seems good. That's another push. So let's go. Hand, bottom, exile. Play this, fetch. Get a swamp. Push that. Push that. Say go. Hold up counterspell. Next turn we can go Torak into Thoughtseize. Tracker. Like, I can answer this with a push, but I don't have Delirium here. And I think I'm going to go Thoughtseize first, then Torak, so I'm more likely to have them discard the bounce land. I think I'm going to counter this, because I'm not going to have enough mana next turn. Yeah. So we're going to go Thoughtseize you, so we make sure that we snag a spell. We're going to take the Summoner's Pact for sure. Play this. Torak kicked. And their last card is an Endurance, which they cannot cast, and also very conveniently trades for my Torak. Well, now they can't cast it. All right, so we're just gonna. This is now officially a Jace Plus stream, ladies and gentlemen. Why not Torak first? Because if they don't have a target for the Thoughtseize, I'm in trouble. That's why we don't Torak first. God damn it. I mean, I'm gonna put that on the bottom, and I'm just gonna cross my fingers here. Do we put this in hand, or do we cycle Shark? Why do we bottom the pack? Because my opponent has a bounce land in hand. Like, their hand is Semi-Growth Chamber right now. I would like to not die. Would prefer to not die. Oh man, this is close. I think I'd rather draw the card here. All right, I'll trade. It's big. That's big. Okay, now is the question. Do I start brainstorming? Or do I continue plus? I think I continue plussing. I think I continue plussing. Imagine plussing just without 7 cards in hand. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling right now. I have Dress Down. I think we're gonna start to get the brainstorm party started. Because if I find push, I actually start clocking them. If I find a fetch land, sorry. Sweet. We did find a fetch land. So play that. Fetch. For let's get an island. Push that. Swing. And I think I think I'm gonna castle instead of Yorion here. Is Torak actually good now? Yes, Torak is very good against all the blue-white decks. So he didn't float mana, which probably tells me that he drew another bounce land. So I think his card is bounce. That's really funny. I mean, yeah, right? That's a discard too. And we keep this. And this becomes 6/6? Yeah, this is a +2/+2 plus discard both cards in your hand. Seems quite solid. Put that on top. Put that on top. 2, 3, 4. Durak with Kicker. Keep that one. Discard 2. Play land. 7, yeah. And we have a Terminate on top, which I can draw off of this Dress Down. I think I want to draw the Terminate. So put that on top, put that on top. Fetch. Blue, red. So counterspell hand, that goes there. Charm. Draw 2. Thoughtseize you. Got him! Is this deck sick? I'm afraid this deck might be sick, chat. Is this deck sick? GG, Sandy. Well, that was awesome. Shout out to Turak for being a pal and for redundant Toraks actually being real cards. Legendary creature? Yep, sure. Sounds good to me. See you in the next round. Alright. Hand looks good. Keep it. So this has to be AmuLIT because it's the only deck that would just slam this saga. Yeah, I mean now we have confirmation, but also I probably should have forced that, huh? Whoops. That F6 button, it's a hell of a drug. We're gonna get to seize that thing at least. Saga about to get seized. Totally should have forced that. Seize that shit. Cease and desist. Cease and desist, opponent. Cease and desist. I mean, we're just gonna get to K command this AmuLIT, so it's fine. Like, my opponent didn't have a Dryad that turn, so hopefully they didn't draw it there. I'm gonna have to force this, though. And I think I'm gonna force Pitching Iteration. But I'd rather just have the Jace and get that party started as opposed to... And I'm gonna K-command main phase, I think. What is this, Explore? LOL. LOL. So, discard a card, destroy target artifact. Black, red, that. I have not heard the MTG Remy song, no. Cease and desist, more like cease and desist. Yeah, that was the joke, Tron girl. My accent is funny sometimes though. Is that the? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I love that we both like Record Pod. Gome Hidetsugu deck. Oh yeah, exactly. Just gonna start brainstorming. It's nice that we don't really have to kill this yet. These are some good cards. These are cards I like. People playing with their sad Titan deck versus the Go Titan player. It's kind of addicting. Somebody has to. Oh man. Name Giant. We are gonna steal the AmuLIT. Iteration. Draw that, bottom, exile. I really need to find an answer to a potential Titan. I'm also not understanding why this is a Urine deck, because you can blink Hidetsugu. Also, I have Snapcasters in my deck. This is the first... We played 5 games. We have not seen a single Snapcaster. I think I'm gonna pitch the iteration here. Because this is an answer to a Dryad. Komanda Sram todo bien. But I have to kill this because I know my opponent has Growth Chamber in hand and they get to draw a free card next turn, and I don't want that to happen. So thinking Hidetsugu actually worth that would be a tough sell. I mean, it's free though, right? So if I steal the amulet, I make the construct. Never mind. Like, I really need this Jace to survive, right? This is how I win this game. So I now have to steal the construct, unfortunately. And then I can Fury the construct. But like, I just cannot let the Jace go there, right? Just gonna keep brainstorming. Pretty good draw. I think I'm sending the Fury, because now I'm gonna steal the amulet. And then my construct is a 2/2 to my opponent's 2/2. So I think this is fine. I hate doing this. Like, I think that people really overdo the steal the amulet thing, but I think in this specific spot, because my opponent has been, we know they have a bounce land in hand, we know that they have Cavern in play. Because of all of those reasons, I think it's correct for me to do this here. I'm exiling. Sometimes I forget that you have an inner control player within you. I do, yeah, that's definitely true. Trade. I'm trading. Now we don't have to fetch shock. You love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can Fury, kill this, put on a clock. So send Bolt. And which is the card that I think the second counterspell I can let go of. Here's a Fury. Kill your construct. We know they have Cavern of Souls. I'm saving C's for Cavern of Souls. Like, I don't care about this, right? I care about the card that blanks my other cards. We have a counterspell on top, which we would like to not have to get rid of, but if I have to, I will. They pick Cavern as last land before creature. Not with an amulet in play. Not necessarily. And again, like, there's no reason for me to do this now. Like, if I'm gonna do this, as you're saying, it's better for me to delay doing this as much as possible. Right? Imagine if I had just, like, played that and then my opponent just, you know, bounces the bounce land. Now we just win. Now this is just lethal. We counter the Azusa or the Dryad, and then we just seize the land. Trigger Amulet of Vigor. Announce trigger. So I was getting ready to grind it out, and unfortunately we're just gonna take the easy way out, which is to just didn't even need to seize them. So we brought these in the previous match, which was pretty good. And we brought in forces on the draw. Cut bolts. Cut one Sugu. Cut Fury. Two more cards. Another Sugu and Fury. Just split the difference here. This seems fine, right? Opponent keeps 7, and this hand is super slow. This hand is super slow. I probably have to ship this. The ultimate Fran hand. Gonna ship it as well. Down to 5 we go. Okay. Bottom push. Probably bottom force of negation. I don't think I can really afford the 2-for-1 on a multi 5. So one. Turn one amulet. Okay. At least we get to kill like a turn 2 ramp creature. Richu, think about the follow. Rot Farm. Uh-oh, Rot Farm gamer. Oh, please bounce the Rot Farm, hell yeah. Tracker? That doesn't give you extra lands, opponent. That doesn't give you extra land drops, opponent. What are you doing over there? Just out there, not hitting extra land drops. Alright! Alright! Talk to me, talk to me! Grazerino. Crazy boy. Oops. Well, should have fetched there. Gonna take two point of damage now for no reason. I'm gonna let my opponent tap because there's nothing at 5 mana that scares me here, and if they play another tracker, I get to shock it. Which is some pretty good value. I'll take it. Just do nothing? I can work with this. Now the question is, do I draw 2? I think I draw 2. Land? Easy. Here we go. This is a plan. This looks like a plan right here. Futsy's you. Let's see where you're working with over there. Interesting. So I can't Jace here, but I'm going to Jace next turn, because if I draw any land, I can just hold up Counterspell. But this turn, I'm going to K-Command them and step, and then my Jace is just safe. Burning Catacombs. So discard, destroy artifact. This deck is firing on all cylinders today. This is kind of amazing. Probably gotta discard the Crazy Boy here. Yep. Do have perfect information. Nah, let's just resolve Jace. This is the turn to resolve Jace. We can't even get punished by my opponent finding a castle there. I mean, we kind of whiffed, but we also didn't. So then just slot sees the pact. Yo, this deck is sick! This deck is sick! Okay, so you're gonna bounce a forest. You have a copy of this Shadow with the 95? No, I don't. No, I don't. So we know there's Damnation on top. I think we iteration. No, we have to Jace first. And then we can set up the iteration. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So put that on top. Put that on top. Blood Crypt or Mire? Actually, we want to exile the Blood Crypt. So now we go iteration. I guess I want to put the Damnation in hand as opposed to the Jace. Play that, tapped, say go. The top of our deck is clean. That's the forest we knew about. And I think I'm just K-commanding them on end step. It just limits what they can do with the Colossus, so I think it's worth doing. The shock feels kind of like wasted value, but at the same time I'm doing this on my opponents. Like I'm using wasted mana anyway. They discard the Colossus. Okay. Well, 2 Damnations is probably too much. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. So we can make a 5/5 shark on the end step. Seems decent. Shark is a clock. This deck is so wild. It really is. I am really enjoying it. I am very, very much enjoying this. Five. Cycle. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. That is what we want to see. So now we have a blue card to pitch to force. Magus! How you doing, Magus? You've been disappeared from the universe. How's everything, man? I was not expecting Beating Needle. You got me. Dryad. Tristan covers that. You didn't play Magic for half a year. How you feeling now? Do you feel realized? What's up, JC? How you doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to see what I think I should put Urn in hand on this turn. Just after the cube that it has less than 5 power pieces, by the way. What a waste. What a waste. How do I dare beat a fellow Titan player? Yeah, it's literally what I just did. Just beat on a fellow Titan player. This is the second one in a row. These Titan gamers. These Titan gamers not respecting Hidetsugu. They're just not respecting the Hidetsugu, man. I shall not tolerate this Hidetsugu disrespect. You know what I'm saying? How can anyone play around this deck? They can't. They just can't. They can't do it. Maybe we'll find a C's here. No C's. Infinite counter magic will do though. Put that on top, put that on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five mana, 4/5. Your go. Blink my shark token. Psychedelic, thank you for the follow. It's over, chat. I'm a Sugu gamer now. I am a Sugu gamer. I am officially a Sugu gamer. Float mana, alright. This means that we get a game. If my opponent had made a token, obviously the game would have just been over. But okay, the game was actually over. 3-0, baby! 3-0. And with some pretty decisive wins, right? Like this was a mull to 5? This was a mull to 5? Have I broken this? Have I broken this? Maybe I have. Only one way to find out. You gotta stay tuned. Well, here we go. Sitting pretty at 3-0. Am I keeping this hand? Opponent doesn't reveal anything. This hand is really slow. They don't reveal companion. I'm gonna keep it. Fuck it. Let's go. This is not a coward stream. This is not a coward stream. Just don't... Flagstones of Trocare. Okay. Is this mono white taxes? Mike Belfato, thank you for the follow. Fetid Heath. I'm about to get smallpoxed. This is sad, man. I don't like this anymore. Oh, Thoughtseize is fine. Oh! That's what they're doing. Uh-oh. Shit. So... I guess I'm going to have to take a beating. And then I'm going to have to Jace minus. Man, if we had been on the play here. All right. I mean, opponent thought sees themselves, right? So, like, we're not that behind. We're a little bit behind, obviously, because I'm gonna have to play Jace, and if they do find a blue source, yeah, they do. So, oh man, they're wow, their mana is sure something. Dress down. I mean, this is just a forced play, right? Just get a minus. And if they find persist number 2, I'm just dead. Because they make me discard my Jace, and then we're very sad. This is what I got. Don't ephemerate me, bro. Don't you want to have this in hand so you discard it to the Faithful Mending? Oh, they had another Archon already? Okay. Like, still, don't you want to discard both Archons? That's kind of weird. Alright, we just gotta dodge this turn. Can we dodge a persist this turn? We can't. We cannot. God damn it. I guess we can draw another Jace, or we can draw a Terminate. We can draw Terminate. I guess if we draw Terminate, we're actually in this game. So I gotta draw Terminate. Close enough. Close enough. Alright. I've been successfully gotten. Quinok, thank you so much for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Sugu exiles graveyards. Sugu so sick. We want Force. Don't want Fury. Just bring this. Maybe Dispute. Oh, they have the Fairies. Yeah, we want Disputes. We actually do want Disputes. Turek does seem kind of solid, though. Call against command kind of sucks. So let's do this. I guess Hidetsugu is a little bit slow, but it is. Charming to terminate, because my opponent had an Alberia Rights and 4 mana in play. That's why I didn't Charming to terminate. Keep. They could have thought so I'm just gonna turn one Spell Bomb, I think. Off a Watery Grave. Prismatic Ending. All right. F. F. Right on time. Right on time, god damn it. Where are my Sugus? Give me my Sugus. What's up, Lex? How you doing? It's going well. We're about to get owned by Voidwalker. That sucks. Damnation one time? Sugu! Bring me the Sugu, baby! Bring me the Sugu. No, it's not a Sugu. Oops. That's right. We have Yorion. God damn it. I F6 and I forgot that I had Yorion. Not that I would have done anything really. Like I cannot block this thing. I guess it would have stopped the 1/1's following turn. I mean, I probably can't race this as is. So perfect. Perfect. All right. We're no longer going to be undefeated, unfortunately. Do you think a mid-range Boomer John style list can perform? I'm not a blue player. No, it can't. I'm sorry. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but it is what it is. What is this deck? It's a brew. Or you mean my opponent's? I mean, my opponent probably has his what's the word? A transformational sideboard plan, right? But I can't beat it. All right, no 5-0s for us. No 5-0 this time, but it's fine. It's fine. We can probably do something about getting a 4-1. Let's see you there. All right, finally get paired against the Lurrus deck. Gonna keep this with skepticism. Sugu. No Sugu. Have to play guess in the deck. I'm playing a card that... So the card I build the deck around says exile all graveyards. I'm already playing Snapcaster as a 2-1, right? This card is not very good in this deck, but like I just needed a way to kind of fill the curve. Like I'm not proud of it, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Push. All right, I'll take that. Now the question is, what do I push? I think I push this. And I want to push it right there before they get some extra card selection. Like they're going to cast the Impulse here. So this is going to deal me 2. Next turn we can snap. Snap push. So Snap is kind of doing it here. Man, we're flooding here, huh? To poorly build Prowess there. Beastie Cheese, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Boom! You've activated my trap card, opponent. Gross! 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 Why didn't you do that? I'm losing my mind here. Why would you not deal more damage? What are you doing, opponent? I probably have to kill the monkey anyway, right? Level art is still amazing. I have no arguments here. I think you're right. think Lava Dart is super underplayed. Something good? Spreading Seas? That's it's not something good. Like, why would you give me something not good? Come on, deck. You know better than this. Everyone plays Ragavan, Magus plays Lava Dart. I mean, it makes sense, right? Magus smart. So many Prowess triggers. So many Prowess triggers, so little time. Steal! Steal! I'm blocking. Probably gonna dart my face here, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. So if I seize this, my opponent can't sack it to Lava Dart, right? And there's no Lava Dart in the graveyard. There's no Lava Dart in the graveyard. God damn it, man. Do we have 6 stars in the hand? We're good. So I think the play is I put Lurrus in hand this turn, Urine in hand this turn. Because I'm gonna have to push the Lurrus, like I just have to, right? Otherwise I'm gonna lose to it. So if they cast Lurrus, then they get back a bubble. I take 2. Next turn I play Yorion, draw a card, and push the Lurrus, and then I have a blocker for the Swift Spear. Obviously white dead to a gazillion things, but we really flooded this game. That's kind of why you play this over Old Burn. Yeah, I think this is much better than Burn, personally speaking. Yep. Did you keep 5 lands, full lands? Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I was expecting my opponent to be playing a different Lurrus deck, right? Huh. Huh. Does that mean we have a shot? There's no way we have a shot, right? This is called synergy, chat. You got it? Let me explain to you what this is. It's called synergy. It's called synergy. Who said if it mattered whether we blink the Sugu? Who said it? Show your face, whoever said it. Show your face. Who said that? Obviously it matters if we blink this. Obviously it matters. One, two, three, 4, 5. Kill ya? Can I attack? Path to exile my Yorion. I'm okay with this. Just gonna dart my face twice? Okay. That means the Soul Scar survives. They do have to sack the land, though. Okay. Next turn we get the Sugu. Becomes a 3-3. Whew. Are we in... I mean, I'm 100% blocking, obviously, right? Can I block you, please? I can't. Damn it. Damn it, chat. Why is my opponent giving me the hope? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I have to Vantress here? Because I'm thinking that I can swing for 7. It is a 2-turn clock. It is a 2-turn clock. So my opponent did not kill me last turn. I'm dead to Lightning Bolt. I think I just need to hold to swing with Hall here. Hey, Sonorous MTG. This so this gets exiled and then comes back. So it's gonna be Summoning Sick. Okay, iteration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can iterate. It's free. So let's start there. 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's go hand exile. And I still have lethal next turn. Dress down. Okay, so Shark Typhoon to the hand. Just gonna draw a card here. Oh, I should have done that on end step. I'm an idiot. I should have done this on my end step. That was a pretty bad mistake, actually. Because that means that my opponent can't grow this. Oh, that was a pretty bad mistake. Damn it, that sucks. That's a good draw. So I'm gonna bolt the Soul Scar in response to the second Reckless Impulse. Oh, I can't! Well, that sucks. If opponent swings, I'm just gonna cycle Shark. Man, not cycling an end step was a massive punt. Not cycling an end step was a massive punt. I'm gonna chomp with the 1/1 Shark. If I can. And then I can swing for lethal. Damn, the flood is real. I mean, bolt, we died to bolt. So, like, if they have bolt here, we're dead. And holy heat, my dude. Okay. Not a bad draw. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We swing. Can put opponent down to 1. How brutal is this, man? Ugh, how brutal is that? I'm holding on here. We lose to Lava Dart and Lightning Bolt. Down to 1. They have a blocker? No, dude. Well, I can't castle here. Answer? That looks like an answer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly enough mana. Dude, we just won that game. Dude, we're just gonna win this game. Dude, we're just gonna win this game. Woo! We won that game on turn 11? How does that even happen? And all because of Hidetsugu blinking the fucking Yorio blinking the fucking Hidetsugu, man. That was insane. Jeez. Wow. I gotta take a breather now. I gotta take a little bit of a breather after that game. Holy fucking shit, that was insane. Is just Grixis Yorion busted? Grixis Yorion's just busted? Is that what's up? Have I just broken the format? We're not ready for the Prowess matchup, by the way. we're just not ready for the Prowess matchup. We have so many stingers. So many stinkers, jeez. So many of these cards are just awful. Like, that's just bad. That's kind of bad. Jace is so bad. Opponent moves to 6. I think I'm keeping this hand. Just mono inefficient removal. Mono inefficient removal, snap it off. Snap it off. It's a little bit more efficient, I would say. I would dare say. What was the reason to try and force Jace to start? So I wanted, like, is there any other card that I would want in that spot? That's kind of why I'm playing Jace, is there's not really anything better. Like, I don't have access to the fairy, I don't have access to stuff like that. I could stretch the mana for Ren and 6, but Ren plus Hidetsugu is not what I would call a combo. I could stretch the mana into white for the fairy and stuff like that, but then, like, your mana is garbage. I don't know, there's just, like, so many diminishing returns. Like, whichever way you effectively... Memory Deluge, yeah, that was also the point. It's just like, Memory Deluge is just expressive iteration, but it costs 4. That's what it is. Because I'm probably never going to get the flashback. Like, I'm trying to build a deck around the enchantment, right? Like the Hidetsugu enchantment, so... I think I'm countering this Reckless Impulse. I think let's actually do this. Opponent can bolt me here. All right, there's the Sugu. So Snapcaster, yeah, but Snapcaster costs 2 mana, right? The times I'm gonna be playing Snapcaster are not gonna line up. Like, I can probably get my value from Snapcaster before this comes down. Snapcaster is a way for me to kind of fill the curve. It's kind of nice that my opponent kept the heats in. You gotta push. We can Hidetsugu to destroy my opponent's treasures. It's getting terminated. You, my friend, are getting terminated. Stage has been lit up. Gonna play the DRC here. Value. Must be hard to find a card that you have less than 4 copies on your deck. It's a lot better than you'd think. It's less bad than it looks like. Maybe I should have just Sugu'd there. Like, I knew my opponent was gonna dash monkey, I guess. That's a reason to not Sugu. Can I get to draw here? Or Lurrus? No redraws for you. I have said, I declare no redraws. I mean, my opponent being able to play the monkey of the graveyard is kind of messed up, honestly. Hand, bottom, exile. Pass the turn. Where Grixis Temple deck now? Just Grixis Prison. Just Grixis Prison, that's what we're playing here. Next turn we finally get to deploy Jace, which is nice. The best thing about this is how I thought of this deck while like changing my baby earlier today. So you could say that this deck was inspired by shit. We know that my opponent has Lurrus, so I can't really counter this. And I don't think I want to pitch the Jace, so I think I'm going to let this go. Because my opponent, if my opponent, oof, that backfired. That backfired, jeez, all right. Whoo. We're gonna get to Sugu this, which is nice. Sugu. Sugu you. Sugu you. Opponent has to cast the light up the stage. Find another Soul Scar, which we don't really care about, and a land. They have Dart in the bin. I can steal here. Steal into Fury. If I grab and cast the Noodle, my opponent just plays Lurrus. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Dirty thing for the follow. Exile the graveyard though. Well, but this is gonna be in the graveyard. Because it's gonna get destroyed on my end step. I think you may be missing that part. I think we'll just untap here. And I mean, I guess now this gets exiled, so if my opponent wants to dart, they have to do it right now. And then I get to Fury. 1, 2, 3. They don't dart. Okay. So play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna go 2 and 2. We know their hand is Lurrus X. So if that X is a bolt, this backfires pretty badly. It is a bolt. So they kill my Fury. Unless I want to force. Yeah, okay, let's force this actually. Let's hope my opponent doesn't draw a divination. I like just killing one dude. Yeah, just killing one dude was a way to go about it too, but I mean, I'm blocking, right? Never not blocking there. I guess it's a free attack for them because but now we play Urion and we blink both the Sugu and the Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna blink that one, but not that one, because I don't want my opponent to have it redraw. Play that tapped. Not bad. Not half bad. All right, folks, here for the wrap up. The deck worked so well. It just worked so well. I am kind of surprised. Usually when I put any brews together, they kind of suck. So the fact that this deck not only played super smoothly, but also won games that I feel like had no business winning, and it just, all the stuff that I kind of thought that could come up, or like stuff that I was trying to play around or set up for, most of that stuff kind of happened and actually did matter. Like blinking Hidetsugu with Yorion came up multiple times in that league. And we didn't even play against the decks that this deck is built around, right? Like we're built to beat Hammer and to beat Grixis Shadow. And we didn't get paired against any of those decks. We got paired against a variety of what I would consider not so good matchups, and we still ended up on top, with the exception of the Reanimator deck, where, you know, we just flooded like crazy, and then game 2 we kind of didn't have much of a shot. But I'm kind of into it. We didn't really see Snapcaster that much, but in the one match where it finally showed up, it was actually pretty solid against the Prowess deck. So I feel like these are not great, but maybe are fine. There are a couple of changes that we can make. Like we can cut all 3 Snapcasters, maybe add the 4th copy of Lightning Bolt, add the 4th copy of Hidetsugu, and add, you know, something else, and that can kind of shore up what Snapcaster is trying to shore. The issue with that is at that point our Call Against Command become a lot worse. But the thing about Call Against Command right now in the current Modern format is that it's just cracked, right? Like every single deck that you care about has a way for you to get value from Call Against Command. You can shock their tiny things and make them discard, or you can just like destroy amulets, you can destroy hammers, like it just has so many really good targets. So Call Against Command, you don't need Call Against Command to be like an A+. You're kind of fine with Call Against Command just being a B or a B+ like it is right now. So that's kind of the thing. I was honestly kind of happy with Yorion, like, because that's another thing that I was considering. Like, do I want this to be a Yorion deck, or do I want this to be a 60 card deck? Both are reasonable ways to try to build this deck around, right? But just playing 80 cards felt fine, and I feel like Yorion gave me value. There were some matches where I didn't even need it, like against Amulet, I didn't really need it, but like racing with the 4/5 did come up. And then just like blinking your Hidetsugu did come up a couple of times, and also blinking the Spreading Seas did come up a couple of times. So we don't have insane amounts of ways to get value from Yorion, but even the ways that we have seem pretty reasonable. Even if, again, like Yorion is not necessarily like an A+ like it is in the 4-color blink deck or anything like that, but it still felt like a B or B+ card, and it's a free card to play, so like it's not really that big of a deal. 4 Jaces are, you know, like a lot of these cards are just cards that I wanted to try. So like Jace is a card that I wanted to try because I needed some staying power, like a way to actually win the game. And I didn't really feel like I could find anything better at 4 mana. Like there are just no better. I could be playing like the 5 mana Ashiok or something like that, but like no, like let's just be real, like that card just doesn't do it. Shark Typhoon was because I was scared of the fairy. I wouldn't really play against any Teferi deck, so I don't know if Shark Typhoon is good or not, but so like we only have 1 league with it. But the fact that I beat a bunch of decks that I did not really target, like I could have had more ego in my sideboard, for example, if I wanted to beat Titan. Like there's so many cards that I could be playing and I could be tuning the deck towards, and I just did really well without even needing those cards. So that gives me a lot of hope about the deck, which feels pretty good. I'll probably continue to work on this. Not sure when, maybe this coming week. But I'm definitely interested in keeping this going because like this card was actually really good. Like I actually really liked Hidetsugu. Every time it came down, it was quite relevant. And again, like even without not playing against the decks that it's meant to be good against, right? Like, but against AmuLIT, it just came down and blew up 2 amulets, and it just feels kind of like cheating, honestly. Really happy with how the deck turned out. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure you leave that like and subscribe button clicked, and you leave a comment in the down below. If you want more information about the stream or stuff like that, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you're interested in something like coaching, or even you want to make a donation or something like that, so I can play any list of your choosing, you can also find that in the description of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.